I'm now joined by Knights of Columbus General Agent Andy Wheaton and his wife, Kate. Andy and Kate, thank you so much for doing this and being on KnightCast. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Good to see you.
So Andy, we are 140 years old, founded by a blessed Michael McGivney. We hope someday Saint Michael McGivney. And the Knights is sort of interesting in this way, right?
I mean, it's why we're here, right? I mean, if you understand the history of the Knights of Columbus, Father McGivney saw that vision 140 years ago, right? And he saw it as a young man, losing his father to then becoming a priest and a father and a shepherd to a parish where he saw breadwinners die. And he saw that reality that the way that we can correct this is to mutually come together as a group of men and take care of one another. And so I'm afforded the opportunity to do that today, right? Every day, a team of men that I get to manage go out and take care of brother Knights, other Catholics with the same idea and the same vision that, Father McGivney had 140 years ago.
So it's not just the fact that we take care of families. You also have this massive charitable work. And how does it make you feel, both of you, that the work you're doing is not just providing for your family, which is beautiful, and helping others, but also doing things locally all the way to Ukraine and wherever, that the Knights are really providing for this?
Well, I can go first. I mean, I love it. It's the no compromise of this position. Everything that I do helps Catholics in, every indice. I mean, I help my agents and they help their Catholic families. I go see Catholic families and help themselves. And then all that bottles up back to on a supreme level and all the good works we do for different, disasters to like Ukraine that you just spoke of. So as clients and as clients ourselves, as someone who operates within the Knights of Columbus, it's just so fulfilling and rewarding to know that all this good work, all this effort just doesn't stop with my paycheck. It continues to be, sprinkled around this entire earth in Catholic initiatives and things that I would, if I could, do myself. But I get to leverage that through the work that I do daily and what my agents do daily.
Kate, when people ask you, so what does your husband do, or what, is it fun to be able, or is it satisfying to be able to say to them, my husband does this and it does so much more?
Yeah. It really makes me proud. And I would say most often when I talk to people who are somewhat familiar with the Knights, but maybe not involved or members or customers or what have you, they don't even realize that there is a financial arm to the Knights of Columbus. They know of the charitable work. They hear of all these incredible things that the Knights provide for and sponsor and worldwide. And they see it at their local parish level, but they don't realize that it's really primarily funded through the financial side of the organization. And so as customers, you can have that confidence and pride that a financial product that you need is actually doing great works. And it's neat to be able to share that with people. And in a time where it just feels like you have to be so discerning and sift through so much when it comes to any purchases or investments or anything that you're doing, because there's so much that's compromised now. And nobody wants to be in a position where you're actually funding with your hard-earned money things that you're fundamentally opposed to. So to have someone who can talk to you about and counsel you on an avenue for something that you need anyway, that is going to be aligned with your values, is it's just excellent.
So Andy, what's it take to be successful? You guys have obviously been successful. What's it take to be a Knights of Columbus insurance agent?
As in my role now, right? I mean, that's my primary, caps I wear is to, meet with men and discuss the career and what it takes and what it looks like. I think to sum it up pretty simply, I think it takes a guy that's passionate about his faith, that's important to him. I think it takes a man that has that work ethic, that energy, that drive, that self-motivation. He needs to go to work. Maybe he does have several children, or he just has that desire to earn. And he has to also just realize that he wants to just do good, right? That he really wants to take care of people, that there's a self-gratification by helping people, right? I mean, that desire to help and to really engage and get to know people and really enjoy individuals as a whole, right? Some of my best agents are guys that, you know, can never meet a stranger kind of guy. You know, everyone loves them, everyone enjoys them. And I think really at the end of the day, I believe that if you want to do this, you have to have that faith and that trust in his will to do the same thing every day over and over and keep seeing people and taking care of them. And if you do that, then most of my agents, myself included, you'll find success.
So Andy, if someone's watching this who's maybe just a new Knight or maybe not a Knight of Columbus at all, and they're intrigued by this, where do they go find out? Where do they find their agent? How do they look into even beginning a conversation? Or maybe this is something I'm interested in.
Sure, yeah, I think there's a lot of different ways you can maybe start, you know, looking into the opportunity as a field agent with the Knights of Columbus. The first is obviously we have a lot of videos and things that we've been creating recently, so you can sort of get a glimpse or an idea about the career. You can also visit with your local field agent. I think that's a great way to really understand the opportunity. They're doing it themselves. You know, they've maybe been doing it for a year, maybe they've been doing it for 25 years. But either way, they can give you a great, you know, day in the life of consideration for you and your family to check that out. And you can also meet with people like myself, you know, general agents across the country, or, you know, depending on where you're located, reach out to them, because that's also what we primarily do, right? We can help you get into the nuts and bolts of how it works, you know, any kind of questions that you have. And I would also tell them that I definitely, if you are married, to, you know, to have those conversations with the general agent, with that field agent, with your spouse, so she can also understand the opportunity and ask those questions that she has and not have the filter of the man back to her, so she can really support them and also be, you know, understanding of it.
Thank you to Andy and Kate for joining us here on KnightCast. To learn more about Knights of Columbus agent careers, please visit kfc.org/agent careers.